Hi guys! I was requested to film this video by the Flood Runner on Twitter. I'll leave his Twitter handle down below in the description if you want to go follow him. But he requested that I film a video about positivity, self-worth, and knowing what traits are going to be towards people that you want to hang around, good-natured people, and knowing what kinds of people to stay away from that are going to harm you and just they're not good in your life. I also have a question from Fat Free Pudding on Twitter, and his question I might as well start off with first is, how do you stay positive after a breakup? Like, how do you strengthen yourself during situations like that? Out of the relationships that I've had in the past, I was pretty young when I was in them, and sometimes it just doesn't work out for whatever reason, especially if you're young, like in junior high or even in high school. So you kind of get the hang of how relationships should really go and what relationships are healthy the older that you get and the more experience that you get in dating. To stay positive during a breakup, I would just take some time to yourself. You know, you've been with this person for however long you've been together and now you've separated for whatever reason. If it's a bad situation, hopefully the drama is done with. So I would just focus on yourself. Focus on knowing how to love yourself. Because sometimes people go into relationships thinking that it'll make them a better person. That, oh, if I get a boyfriend, that'll make me happy. Or, oh, if I get a girlfriend, that'll make me happy. I mean, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying that's not a good reason to go into a relationship with somebody. I built myself up. I did things that make me happy. And that's the most important thing, making sure that you're okay and that you're happy. You know, think about maybe why the breakup happened, what you learned from that relationship, because I think of it as whatever you go through in life, whatever experience you go through, you learn a little bit more about yourself. There's nothing worse than still having feelings for your ex. I mean, I've never had those feelings, but you know, I've known people that have gone through breakups and then afterwards they regretted breaking up with said person. If there's anything that needs to be said, or if you feel like, you know, there's like unfinished business, then by all means go and talk to your ex, go and talk to the person that you were in a relationship with, and just disclose to them how you feel and what you felt, and then go on your separate ways, really. Unless you're the kind of person that stays friends with your exes, then that's great. There's no perfect way to do it, really. So do what makes you comfortable, I guess, and just know that, you know, you're an awesome person with or without somebody in your life, and you come first. You know, you have to love yourself unconditionally, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. If you guys want me to talk about more things with relationships and dating and things like that, please let me know, because I really do care for you guys and I look out for you guys, and I would hate to think that any one of you is going through a really bad relationship. So I really wanted to make sure that I hit every point in this video. I didn't want to leave anything out because this is a really important topic, and this is something that I have always wanted to talk about on my channel and just talk about it to a large number of people. Because, like, positivity is such an important thing. You know, I used to be a very pessimistic person, and I used to hate people. I used to hate everybody. But I try to look at the positive side of everything, because with every negative, there's going to be a positive, you know. My first point is being honest with not only other people, but being honest with yourself. So if you feel like someone you are interacting with is making you feel horrible, try to grab the courage to tell them how you feel. I know that that can be a horrible, gut-wrenching feeling to say, look, I'm just feeling like I'm not being appreciated in this relationship or in this friendship, so here's my reasons for that, and I just wanted to tell you that because I want to be honest with you. It's not going to be fair on either you or the other person in this relationship, friendship sort of scenario that I'm rolling with here if you hide your feelings and you feel like you can't communicate with the other person, because communication is key in everything. In everything you do, communication is so key. Not only that, but be honest with yourself. Don't hang out with people that make you feel like shit or that make you feel worthless. because that's not okay, and that's only going to bring your self-esteem down. Don't be a doormat for other people to just walk on and step all over you, because you're more than that. But it's honestly so important to have peace in your life. It really, really is. If you don't have peace in your life, you are going to have struggles, whether it's inner struggles or struggles with other people around you. Think about who in your life makes you happy, who in your life makes you feel like shit, and to the people who make you feel like shit, go and tell them why you feel something. And if they blow you off, or if they don't want to listen to you, then cut them off. And on the other side, the better side, if you have people in your life that you cherish and that are special to you and you care about them, please, for the love of God, tell them. Tell them. Don't be afraid of wearing your heart on your sleeve. You never know when you're gonna see somebody again. You know, a lot of things can happen between conversations between people. You know, anything can happen. Anything sudden can happen, because this is life. You really have to tell people while they're there with you, while they're present with you, and while you're in those feelings, you have to tell them how you feel. It can be as simple as writing a message through text that says, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I really appreciate you and I care about you a lot. The only way you're gonna know if somebody deserves your kindness and your love is to express to them how you feel. If they don't feel the same, then whatever. If you do everything for them, if you bend backwards for them all the time, but they don't reciprocate for you, then that's one-sided, and that's not okay. So cut that person out of your life, you know? Believe me, I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to cut people out of your life and to stand up for yourself and say, look, I'm not going to be treated like dirt anymore. You need to go. It's difficult to do that, but you have to do that. You really, really do. It comes a point where how much more kicking from someone can you take before you say stop? How much more pain can you take before it just crumples down on you one day and you explode? There will always also be people that want to help you and listen to your problems. There will always be people that care. It's just you have to find them. There are like websites out there where you can vent your problems and people will help you and they'll give you advice and they'll listen to you. It's sort of like free therapy, I suppose. But it's like real people who have gone through sort of similar issues and they help you and give you proper advice. Not only that, but you guys can come to me and you can talk to me about your problems and I'll try to help you. You know, I'm not a professional therapist at all. I would love to help you out as best I can. So if you ever want to talk to me, my Twitter is open, my Tumblr is open, YouTube is open. You can just talk to me and you can share your problems with me and I'll try to help you. I don't know, it's just a really nice feeling to help someone else, knowing that you gave them good advice and they're going to be better because of it. I don't know. I just want you guys to be happy, you know? It's okay to be sad. That's normal. I would just want you guys to be happy more of the time, you know, because it's important to be happy. You know, you don't want to go through life being sad. Not only that, but also there is always room for self-improvement. So think of maybe friendships or relationships in the past that have failed. Think of why those things went wrong. Maybe you can find a pattern of behavior that you've exhibited throughout the years and think, oh, okay, that's something I did that goes wrong all the time, so maybe I need to improve on that, because there's always room for growth and self-improvement. I would also say that another form of self-love is doing things that make you happy and exploring what your passions are and exploring what your hobbies are and wanting to flourish in them or be in your element. That's also an important thing in life. Do whatever makes you happy. Don't do something because someone else wants you to do it, or don't do it because it'll give you X, Y, and Z benefits. This is going to be very cliche, so warning for very cliche advice, but stop and smell the roses. Like every now and again, just stop what you're doing. Because I think people just rush through a day. They just don't even think about the world around them, they just go. While we're going through this hectic thing we call life, just stop. Every once in a while, take a deep breath, look at the clouds, look at the sky and say, I'm here, I'm present, I'm okay, things will be fine, smell the roses if you want to, and then go on with your day. You may think that a situation that you're in right now is like the end all or be all. Like, alright, I don't see the situation getting better, what's the point of staying on this earth? Suicide is not the answer. It's not. Trigger warning for talk of suicide, just a fair warning. Suicide is not the answer. It is not. The situation that you're going through, when you're that depressed, it is seriously a fixable situation. You may think that it's not, and you may think, I don't envision this getting any better. But honestly, it will. You just know that you're not going to be that way forever. That's not going to be a permanent feeling that you're going to have for the rest of your life. It's going to get better. It's going to be fine. And I think that was everything I wanted to talk about in this video. I really hope I covered everything. If you still have questions that you want to ask me about these topics, leave them down below in the comments, or if you just have questions for me in general, like I mentioned earlier, you can leave me comments, you can leave me messages. There could be someone watching this that is extremely depressed, or that's going through a really hard time in their life, and hopefully this video helped. Yeah, I hope that maybe you got something out of this. I hope that this helped, and just know that I love you. I love you guys. So yeah, I hope that this helped, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.